How's it going, pals? This is Ernez, and welcome to my thoughts on the WWE 2K22 hit list of features and innovation trailer. I actually watched this trailer beforehand. I kind of glanced over it, and I've been trying to gather my thoughts, and I really can't. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if I'm excited or if I'm not. But let's just go through it, and I'll kind of give my thoughts as we go instead of like a, breakdown thing. Let's just start it off here with Rey Mysterio. All right. Said we have more updates in January, but they can't wait. Yep. Okay, so the arena and stuff looks good. I mean, it always does. So we got Ricochet there. Nothing really exciting there. Goldberg looks amazing there. I'll give it that.
Just a mirage.
So the gameplay engine right here, the thing that scares me the most is all we're seeing is punching, and you'll see it in a moment, but the grapple system as well, and the controls on it makes it look like it's a fighting game. I know that I'm not the first one to say that. There's been a lot of speculations on it, but it kind of scares me a bit.
Kobe Kingston.
All right, so here's the new controls. So here they are, and you do see a thing up the top. I didn't pause it in time, but you do see a thing up the top to be able to change it, so maybe we could change it back. But you do see here you have reversal, and then if you hold it, you're blocking. And I know the Aki games used to do that as well, but we're not in those days and age. So I'm kind of like about this. I really have to see it, but you got a light attack, heavy attack, and that what makes me think that it's more of a fighting game as well, and then just grapple. I'm hoping that there's more to it than that, but we have to see. So, and then RT and A's to do a finisher, RT and X to do a signature and all that. Hopefully that's, okay, and we can get used to it. But I'm kind of wondering, I wonder how you do well, I guess it would be like direction and RT and A for the second finisher then. So yeah, not too much of a difference, but yeah, let's see. Okay, so once again, it was a punch, and then he blocked it and kind of, dodged it. Once again, makes me feel like a fighting game. Stunning graphics, of course. I mean, look at that. Edge looks perfect there. I can't say anything bad about that whatsoever. I mean, that looks dang near perfect. Oh, and also just want to mention that as well with the Edge thing. They had the new Titantron as well. And we have Bayley here, and she doesn't look bad either. I mean, the models are on point, other than Drew McIntyre, which you'll see in a moment. And sorry if I pause when I'm not supposed to. So here we have Chad Gable and Bobby Lashley. Once again, looks really good. It looks like your pin now is the right stick after doing a move. I think it was B before. Or was it? I don't even know. I don't even play enough to remember what it was. That's crazy. But I am seeing quite a bit of, shirts out in the audience here that could kind of confirm some people, but we won't go through that right now. Okay, so once again, looks good. And I also noticed as well, I should have said this while I still had it paused, but the camera is a little bit closer up, and I'm wondering, did they change that just for the trailer, or is that the new camera angle? Because I kind of like it. It kind of fits in with the whole, production of, real life. So we have a new 2K showcase, which of course is Rey Mysterio. We kind of figured that. There's a lot of people, though, that he isn't going to be able to do because they're in AEW, so kind of sucks. So this one's the big one, of course, my GM. As you can see here, I paused it in a weird spot, but as you can see here, there's quite a few different things. We got classes, specialist, bruiser, fighter, things like that, how much they cost, all that. And yeah, it looks about right to me when it comes to cost. I mean, Becky Lynch, Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, Asuka, and Finn Balor is all kinds of kind of similar when it comes to price, which is a little bit odd. Finn Balor is only $244, so. But anyway, the presentation isn't so bad. It looks a little bit newbie, but it doesn't look too bad to me. It's okay on the eyes, I think. Okay, and then here's another one here. I don't really like this screen. Once again, it looks very newbie, like somebody just went and made a quick, like I feel like it was kind of like my thing that I did for the wrestling code, my what do you call it? The concept. I don't know why I couldn't think of that name, but yeah, it looks like a concept that, you know, someone would make, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because sometimes concepts look amazing, but it just feels off to me. And one thing I did want to notice as well, or say, the real life renders is back, and I know a lot of you are like, yeah, but I hate it. When you use a call and you can't upload a real picture, you know, that sucks. Or if it's a call that isn't a real person, that sucks even more because, you know, what are you going to do with that, you know? And I feel like having real renders really throws away calls. It makes me don't want to use them because presentation matters to me. Like if I'm in the screen and there's a call right here, it's going to look so weird and it just throws me off. It doesn't feel like it's a real life thing. If they was going to go the real render route, I would love it for them to do the animation thing again, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. Okay, Big E won. Yeah, okay. So here we got book show logistics, and then manage roster, kind of normal stuff. Let me squeeze back here. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so here's the book show. You got power cards as well, journal ratings. So the book show here looks kind of normal. You got participants, the match rules, match type. So you could change it to whatever you want, a title match interference, and then you could choose the interferes. But apparently you're going to have to pay for who you choose to interfere. I guess that makes sense because, you know, they got to get paid, especially if they're on the show. So if they're interfering, then you got to pay them. So makes sense there. So at least they did think of that. So once again, Roman Reigns looks pretty good here. I think the beard's a little bit odd to me. It doesn't look as realistic as, say, someone like Edge a minute ago, but it's pretty good. So we got my faction here, and I noticed that it's very 2K Originals there at the start, but so you got a faction here of all of these people. Drew McIntyre, once again, doesn't look very good, but I'm glad to see MVP back in the game. So, yeah, I mean, it looks okay, but that's the same animation that we've had for years, so that's kind of annoying. But, yeah, so I don't know what the My Faction mode is either. So we got My Rise, and this feels like, I don't know, like, what is it, WrestleMania 18 or something for the GameCube? I can't even remember which one it was. Is it that one that you could throw people off? I don't know if I like that. Okay, and then you have a female thing here, everybody attacking them. They look okay. I mean, nothing to really say there. The models are okay. Universe mode, that's what I'm always looking forward to, and I'm not blown away whatsoever. The background's okay to look at. It's nothing special. It kind of looks a little nubby once again. They kind of just threw in some symbols. I don't know. It kind of looks... I don't know if it's the video, but it kind of looks pixelated around the Raw as well. I don't know like if anyone's noticed that, but I don't know. Something's throwing me off. And once again, I don't like the real renders. That really annoys me. And we also got a match record there if you didn't notice. Okay, and then we got this to come up and it says, let's get into the action. Now that your superstar has been selected, select next match and jump into the show. A lot of people was worried that you would have to pick one superstar and kind of do that for Universe, but I did get confirmation that that's not the case. The Universe is the same it ever was. So Creation Suite, that's a big talk of every year. You don't know what to expect, and there's a few things that I noticed in here. So they're in Creation Suite, but you do see a Community Creations button at the bottom. So that should be able to send us straight there. So it's starting out with just cruiserweight and heavyweight and all that and what you are. And then you kind of got like a default body style. And they actually show those body styles here. I'm just going to kind of pause it. And well, I missed that one a little bit. But I do see this big super heavyweight, and he actually looks good. The body morph is great. But I'm hoping that doesn't limit you. I hope you don't have to pick one, and then because if you pick a heavyweight, for instance, but you want a more Kevin Owens style, I'm hoping that doesn't limit that or Samoa Joe. I don't want that to limit you on what you could do, but I don't think 2K games ever limited us when it came to that, other than like 15. But we kind of excuse them for that. Okay, and then they show a little bit here. Once again, Drew McIntyre does look a little bit better here. So I'm hoping it's just a shot they showed. But it isn't horrible right there. But here's the part that I didn't like. So that right there, that doesn't look like Drew McIntyre at all to me. The facial expression and stuff like that, just, I don't know who that is, but it's not Drew McIntyre. Then we have Goldberg once again, looks amazing. I actually think that the model here looks really well done. So once again, details, full details coming January of 2022. The only thing that I'm mostly afraid of is the roster. When they keep releasing people, that's going to be a little bit less. I do think they'll keep the people that, you know, are in the modes, of course. But I do think that a lot of people will be gone, and that really, really sucks. Because if this game is good and the roster is lacking, we got to go to calls. And some people just don't like calls. And we could have had this theme song and everything else. And I'm a little bit worried about them adding My Rise and My Faction and all that when they could have been focusing on the game itself and adding some more stuff to Universe Mode or My GM. I don't think they should have, you know, put all their stuff into different modes. I think they should have focused on that and really got it good so we can move on from that. Because if this game fails, I don't think they're going to get another chance. But let me know how you feel about it in the comments below. Do you agree with everything I say? Are you more excited than you was? I am a little bit. There was a lot of cool stuff in there. But once again, that roster, I really need to know what it is and what's the final number. That would be nice to know. All right, do we get any more legends? Because a lot of ours is gone. Christian, Mark Henry, Jake the Snake, Sting. You know, there's a lot of people that's gone. So let me know how you feel about all this. And as always, you could be a pal and subscribe.